Here are 5 Stoic quotes and some explanation of how to apply them in your life. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Now think about what you do with your day. How much of your day is spent actually doing something productive? I bet if you think hard, you'll realize that even if you have multiple jobs and responsibilities, most of your day is still spent doing nothing. An example of this would be to start doing push-ups. And when you can't do push-ups anymore, switch to squats. And when you can't squat anymore, switch to pull-ups. And it won't be long until you feel like you've done a lot and are tired. But how much time has actually elapsed after all that? What if you conditioned yourself to work all day like this? And we see people do that. They tend to be successful beyond anything we could see as possible for ourselves. And yet we have the gall to call them lucky. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive. A fear of death should be replaced with a respect for death. For if you fear something, it will control you, limit you. But if you respect death, you change from being a servant of fear to a commander of action. A healthy respect for death means you manage risks instead of avoiding risks. It means you set about the world choosing actions with your mind rather than emotions. Fear is an emotion. Respect is a mindset. Replace your emotions with respect and discipline to overcome challenges and accomplish your goals. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Injustice in the world abounds, much imagined and some real. But whether real or imagined, having an injustice dealt to you does not justify you offending with the same injustice. First, reflect on whether this is an imagined injustice or a real one. Many times, our egos convince us to exaggerate the severity of perceived injustice. If you have been truly trespassed upon, then impose consequences which reflect honor and dignity. Some injustices are irredeemable, but most are not so severe, and you should allow for redemption if at all possible. Without honor and dignity in your every action, you betray yourself. You betray those that you care about, and worse, you are indistinguishable from your foe. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Your understanding of what good means will evolve with time. Apply the understanding you already have, and as your understanding evolves, so too will your application of it. There is no sense in speculating on philosophy when the philosophy you already have isn't being used. Uphold yourself to your highest ideals and raise them ever higher as you ascend through life. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. As you forge yourself into a warrior and build yourself into a king, your kingdom will expand to fill your capacity to rule it. A kingdom can only be ruled by one who is capable of ruling. A ruler who lacks will soon find his kingdom reduced. An expanding kingdom is a sure sign of a man of capacity, and a falling kingdom is a sure sign of a man in want of development. If you find your kingdom shrinking, look within before turning to conquest. A kingdom may be as simple as your family, or as complex as any nation state as has ever been conceived. Rule yourself first and foremost, and the rest will follow. Thank you for your time today. I hope that you'll write your thoughts in the comments below.